learned is that it's a thin gray line between people's circumstances, and that often what people need is just an opportunity, a job, and a place to live.
Just pointing out some things that, having worked down here, walked the beat down here the last 40 years, I learned a lot that I didn't know about. So I encourage you all to come down to UGM, take a tour.
I learned today about all the opportunities to help out in the downtown east side, the astonishing amount of organizations that are willing to help people. I was really just blown away by all the opportunities for people to pitch in and really lend a hand.
Today I learned that the history of Vancouver really is in the downtown east side, and there is a lot of beauty in the people and the places and that history.
I enjoy doing the tours because you get to meet different people from different cultures, different backgrounds, and you get to explain to them what's going on in the community, right? And it's good to always share with other people and give people the other side of a view that they don't always understand.
Since my work has moved into the downtown east side, I have always wanted to get to know the agencies that we list in our database, where they're located, what kind of services they offer, and to actually get a better feel and sense of the neighborhood. So I really appreciate that.
But I think what I most appreciated was their commentary, but just being in a neighborhood that I drive through every day, to actually walk through it and experience a much more ground level, street level view of an area that can be kind of scary. But you know what? It was really friendly. And I really enjoyed approaching people and having them approach me and just learning more about this really vibrant community.
One of the biggest things that impacted me was how they were speaking at the very end about how so many people that end up down here have been neglected in their own communities, you know, and that there's so many people, we want to help, and so we're like, yeah, let's get to ground zero and let's help and let's do all this dramatic stuff, but who's suffering in your own community?
A lot of the feedback has been like, wow, I didn't know that, or I was so scared to come down here. Now it's like, I'm not so scared, and it's really positive, and it's been an amazing experience to be part of this team.
I learned two things that I didn't know before that I thought were really interesting about the downtown east side. One is that the building behind Gassy Jack in that Maple Tree Square was the first courthouse and jail in the city. I didn't know that. And I also learned that at Crab Park in the summer, it becomes a bit of a topless beach. And that was news to me as well, so good to know.
I have been living in Vancouver for 20 years, and I've been driving through this neighborhood for about that long. And what impacted me most today was getting out of my car and walking around this really fabulous neighborhood. Jay took us around and he showed us a lot of the diversity of the streets, and I really got the sense that I want to come down here and spend a bit more time on foot and explore the neighborhood.
I think what impacted me most today was just seeing all the ways that all these organizations are working together to help show love to people, and I just feel like all of us as individuals can join and show love to people as well.
There's so much culture in the area, so much history, and there's so many communities within this community, and without doing this tour we wouldn't have learned about that today. So we really appreciate that.
The way that I plan on helping is to talk to people I work with, talk to my friends, and talk to my family, and recommend that they come on this walk, because I think as much as you talk about everything that's happening on the east side, it doesn't really hit home until you actually go through the areas and speak to the people and experience what it's like for yourself. So thank you.
I think it's really cool to see the joy on people's faces and how they would constantly tell us to smile and be happy. It was really good to learn a lot and to meet some cool people, and just to really have this whole experience and get a much better knowledge on something that I wasn't actually familiar with.
Dave and Pat were fantastic today, and it was enormously helpful to discover how long the history of the downtown east side goes on, how long the difficulties and challenges of the downtown east side and its successes have been going on, and how factors that we tend not to look at in the short term have shaped this community. Really fantastic work today. Thank you so much.
Feeling a little sad today because the tours are over. I'm quite glad to show off my community as well as help the organizations find a solution to the problems that we have down here.
I think you should come check out down on the east side and meet all the people and just come visit UGM. It's a great place to see what Vancouver's like and kind of the other side of Vancouver that you may not know.
Do it.
Just to build a sense of pride in the community and to know how much people support one another and to see what great things are going on in all the organizations. Yeah, and to get the inside story with this tour. It was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed the tour. I enjoyed guiding the people and I learned a lot. I actually, I spent over 40 years here, but I didn't know the history of Vancouver. Now I do.